Welcome to the first issue of the Diecast Den, your one-stop shop for all things cars, automobiles and slots. Not the gambling slots, the other one. We'll see. Today we've got some awesome stuff planned. Stay tuned.
So what we have here is a customised full Cortina kit made in about 1979, 1980 by Airfix. And what we've done is we've got a very mock-up of the actual kit. The screen's a bit damaged, but presentable. And the actual shell off that kit I've made into a slot car. I had the same one when I was a kid. Did the same top thing there. But the story with that was that I had an Airfix slot car that had lost the headlamps off and the bumpers and trim, rendered it useless. And I bought the kit from Beatties, I think, at the time as a kid, and motorised it. So that's the actual static kit look. And we'll go up and show you the tracks and the actual car going around the track as well. Okay, so what we have here is my little rendition of a die-cast scrapyard. A bit mad, but a bit of fun, eh? Things I've collected over the years. I've used parts we saw other dinking Corgi and Matchbox cars as well, and a bit of fun. So what we have here is the actual Airfix kit. I built one of these as a kid as well. It saved a broken slot car. It runs quite well. It does need some bigger back tyres really. I had to run it when I was a kid, but I've struggled getting them since. And this is a track I've just mocked up. It's a Skeleton Sport track. Still got a long way from being finished, obviously. Some static models on there as well. I found that the Skeleton Sport track's better for a variety of cars because the slot guides are quite deep. Saves some of the Carrera cars snagging, and some of the other cars are snagging on the slot guides. Oh, you can straight off and it joke that. Oh, don't lean on it, Joe.
Let me my wallet.
So what we've got here is an Airfix slot car track. For those that might not know, Airfix with their very own range, completely Sky Electric and other similar companies like Rebel and VIP at the time. A bit crude by modern standards probably, but still a lot of fun. A lot of fun getting it working because the tracks fit together with these clips, and also there are brass contacts that actually make the actual electrical contacts, which a lot of cleaning up, a lot of cleaning the track to get it working. What we can see from the track here is a Mini that was basically a scrap pile that I cleaned up. I painted it to look like one of the first cars I can remember as a kid, which was a 1960 Mini my dad had at the time. Took me quite a long time to get the paint. Quite a few disastrous paint messed up with paint reacting with what the brush on paint was underneath. So that's the yellow one. What we have in the centre is a bit of a Sky Electric test strap that I use sometimes if I'm going to scratch build things. And we've got the red car there was literally in the scrap. It was a bit of a glue bomb that most people would have thrown away. New tyres off eBay, painted, and it runs an absolute dream. I mean, what I'm finding now, like going recently back into this, that the tyres are always hard and perish, so you have to change all the tyres. Some of the Airfix tyres are getting very hard to get hold of, although I might have a contact shortly with a guy that reproduces them. But this car goes really, really well. In a minute, what I'll do, I'll swap one of these cars and we'll cut and I'll put the E-type on. So this was another glue bomb. It's not perfect by any standards, but I bought this in a Sky Electric 240Z. Been repainted. Real problems trying to get another top for it, but I've got the best that I could find. And again, it runs really well. I mean, you'll notice these got very early twin post guides that don't really work very well on skeleton track. You could trim them down, but I prefer to use them on the Airfix track. This is how this one goes. Look, goes really well. So we're having a lot of fun with these. I had these as a kid, so I suppose if I ever did leave my childhood, probably not. I'm certainly revisiting it again. Planning to do something a bit more interesting with the track, because obviously it's a bit plain the way it is, but in terms of its purpose, in that let's repair this car and how it runs, it does its job at the moment. Other things we've had fun with are the type of terminal tracks. This is the lighter type that has bigger pins in it. That I find it works much better. The early type with very thin pins, of course you have problems with the connection. Powered up to an old Sky Electric power pack, I find these really good. I need to put some proper connections on those, but had some fun and games with the track. Some really weird things happening, like one line not working at sometimes. It took me ages that, in the end, I would say stupidity, but that's lack of knowledge, I suppose. I'd got 2 terminal tracks in the circuit. Even though one wasn't connected, it stopped it from working, and believe me, that took a lot longer than you'd think. Probably a very rudimentary thing to use, people, but just going into this after a long while, it's a quite steep learning curve. But so that one goes really well. You know, I've been looking for another one of these. That one is painted the same primrose yellow as the Mini. Still looking for a Sunbeam Rapier. I'd rather foolishly sold one of those a couple of years ago, and an MG11 that I'm looking for. I'd sold them a few years ago, wish I hadn't now, because they're really difficult to get hold of. I've got the elusive Zodiacs. I've got 2 of those. One's a kit build, and the other's a standard Airfix motorised conversion kit.